Yeah, honestness is my voice is loud and clear. Honestness, done, guys. So let's start the session. So in the last class, we are discussing about the Tableau, and let's continue in the Tableau only. Okay. So what are the file we are using in the last class? Same file I'm using one more time, and same plots and everything. Now, uh, just okay, just moving on to the further. Here we are having the different plots are available. So before moving on to the different types of plots, okay, what are the different types of plots we are having? So just before to that, I want all the students to form some questions on this. Just right now, yesterday already I told you the data understanding. That is, there is a some supplier, but there is one supplier. Okay, some supplier or one office. Okay, what they are going to do means these suppliers are supplying the different items. These are the different items. Okay, what are the items are there means pen set, binder, and something. Some items are there. So if you want to see the unique values, how to see the unique values within the Excel? Already we have completed Excel, right? In the Excel, how to see the unique values means just we are going to click on the filter here. What are the different regions means central region, eastern region, and west region. And here we are having the different representatives. These are the various representatives which we are having. Okay. Next, what are the different types of items we are having? Miss items are binder, desk, pen, pen set, and pencil. So these are the unique values. So unique values of region is east, west, and central, and different representatives and different items. Now each representative is selling the item at different cost. There is no fixed rate. Okay, it is not having any kind of MRP or any kind of fixed rate. So here we are having the different types of items are available, and these items are available with different units at different prices. Now, what are the different units you are having at a different price? For example, Richard is there. Richard has sold a pen set with 62 units. 62 units means 62 pieces of pen. 62 different pen sets he has sold at what price? 4.99. $4.99 means approximately $5. Now the Morgan, same pen set, he sold 55 units only, but at what cost he has sold? 12.49. Okay, means now Morgan has done the more amount of sales or Richard has done means if you see unit wise, Richard has done the more number of units, but if you see the turnover wise, Morgan has done the more turnover. And the same Matthew, same pen set, he has sold 42 units at a cost of 23.95. Pen set only. Same pen set by Morgan, by Richard, and different people are selling at the different prices. There is no fixed price. Now the question is, okay, you have to create the multiple questions. What are the possible type of questions are there? See, again Richard only, pen set. He has sold the pen set earlier at 4.99, and Richard again has sold the pen set at 15.99. Same Richard. This is also Richard, this is also Richard, but he has sold the at different rate. So here the people are selling at the different rates. There is no fixed rate for every product. Okay, so we are having the different rates. For example, let's take like this, some kind of non MRP products. Okay, I have given you the worth of 1,000 rupees. You have paid me 1,000 rupees. I have given some products which are 1,000 rupees worth. I have given to you. Now you can sell at 5,000. You can sell at 2,000. You may sell at 1,100 only. That is your choice. I have given you the worth of 1000 rupees and you can sell it high rate, low rate. Because there is no MRP on that, you can sell at whatever the rate you are interested. Assume if this is the case. In the same way, office supplier has selling the different types of units and different rates and by different representatives under different regions with different dates. Now, this is a small data set. It is not a huge data set or something. It is just of 43 records data set. Okay. So if you count the total number of records in this data set is just of 43. 43 records are only available. Okay. Now, what are the 43 records you are having? Total number of records are 43. What I have selected is overall 43 records. So what are the 43 records I have selected? For these 43 records, just you are going to apply some questions so that if you can create some questions, it is assuming it is a clean data. It is already clean data. So extract was completed, transform was completed, and now you are going to load the clean data in the Tableau. Now, so here, why I want to go with the clean data first? Because see, if you have observed the what are the explanation I have done for you, okay, whether if you take in the Power BI or whether you take the Excel or whether you take the Tableau, for all these things, I'm doing in the same logic. First, I'm going to take the clean data. Directly, I'm going to take the clean data first. And for the clean data, and I'm going to show you how you can apply the data analysis. Data analysis plus how you have to select the plots. So first I'm going to select the clean data in the Power BI. So first I have started with the plots directly. This is the plot, this is the plot, this is the plot. And I have taken the superstore data set. One superstore data set, and I have directly shown you the how to do the data analysis and how to apply the plots and how to do the formatting on the plots. Different types of plots, what are the plots are available. First, I'm going to take directly the clean data and I'm applying the data analysis and plots. Later, how we can do the data cleaning. Later, we can discuss how we can do the data cleaning and how we can connect to the data or all these things. But once clean data you have got, cleaning can be done either in the SQL, cleaning can be done either in the Python, cleaning can be done in any other tool also. That is your choice. Okay. At the end, see, whenever the client wants, for example, you are only the client. You told that SRK, please complete this one and I want some analysis report and please share me the Tableau dashboard. They asked to share the Tableau dashboard. Why they are asking Tableau dashboard means he is a paid customer of Tableau, might be. He is having with him Tableau. For example, Naresh sir, only let us take an example. Naresh sir will ask me, sir, can complete this project and share me the Power BI dashboard. While he'll ask me Power BI dashboard means maybe in his laptop he has installed the Power BI. So once I share the Power BI dashboard, he can open directly. For example, he has not given me the Power BI dashboard or Tableau dashboard or Excel dashboard. He has not told me anything. Then I can select as per my choice. Simply complete the analysis and can you give me the report if he asks. I can share as per my choice. There is no restriction on that. But for example, he has asked me, SRK, I want like this, something. Okay, like a Tableau dashboard. Then I have to share the final answer in the Tableau. In between, I can use whatever I want. For example, data cleaning you have done in the Python. Okay, and you have done data exploration in the Power BI. And finally, you are doing the Tableau in the dashboard. Not a problem. Because at the end, what they want the end result. Because the presentation will be done in the end result and the publish will be done in the end result. And whatever we are going to share is also end result only. For example, you have done in the data cleaning in the Power BI. Assume entire data cleaning was completed in Power BI or your entire data cleaning was completed in the Python. Somewhere you have completed the data cleaning. And finally, you have loaded that clean data in the Tableau and you have completed the plots. And finally, you have created the dashboard and you have presented. Now, do you think that these people will ask you where you have done the data cleaning? In which one you have done the data cleaning? Which tool you have used it for data cleaning? Miss? Answer is no. They are not going to ask any question related to data cleaning, where you have done. Because their requirement is Tableau dashboard in that important observations. Point is clear, everyone. So here, first we are going to observe the dashboards, how to create the dashboards or how to do the data analysis by using the various plots. Once we understand that one means data cleaning is very simple. In one tool, one, but logic will remains the same. So I want every student to create some questions on this. Could you start creating some questions? Based on this data, could you create some questions now? So that if questions are there means I can show the plots. Questions only not there means what plots I have to show or what things I have to apply. So first questions are required. Just create some questions. Yeah, yeah. Please add all the questions so that we'll observe one by one. Here is the data set. Sorry, this is the data set. Yeah. Online students, just don't send only single question or something like that. Please write in the notes multiple questions. Yeah, good. Nice. I can see multiple questions by the online students, and all the questions are looking very nice. Now, first, we are going to do the univariate analysis, means transaction wise, which regions, in the regions, which region has made more number of transactions. First, we are going to do the univariate, only region univariate, only representative univariate, only item univariate. How to apply the univariate means which region has more number of transactions, which representative has more number of transactions, which item has more number of transactions, that is nothing but records. After that, we are going to combine the region with units, and region which item is more popular in which region, like this we are going to have a different combinations. Always first you go with the univariate, right? Now please write the questions, still write the questions in the notes. Anything, whatever you can do in the Power BI, same thing we can do in the Tableau. Everything is same. Just another 2 minutes, please, to create the questions. Done. So most of the students has created multiple questions. Okay, nice. I can see students like Hitish, Manish, Swati, Sarika, Manish, Sarika, Sapna. So questions are created multiple questions, but students are only five. And Niranjan, yes, Niranjan has given all 10 questions at a time by a single chat. Done. Nice. Okay, done, guys. Now, so whatever the questions are created here by the students, I'm going to copy. Okay. Copy all the questions one by one. I'm going to copy the each and every question, whether it is Hitesh or Swati or whoever the student. What are the questions are created? Just I'm typing all the questions here. For this data set, they have created multiple questions. Now, same once it is done, okay, just let me copy question number one, starting from Hitesh. Next, there might be some questions which might be repeated also because student to student it might be different, right? So from their point of view, one student might repeat the same question also. Just ignore that one. If anything was repeated also, not a problem. Manish says to create a new column for unit into unit price. Obviously, unit into unit price, once we create only, we'll get the sales or revenue or anything. So sales you have to calculate means obviously it has to be unit into unit price has to be multiplied in order to calculate the total amount of sales. Mm, right? 1 minute. Oh, done. Next, which month more? Mhm. Now, what are the questions I'm writing here? I'm going to share the same notepad to you, which are done by the different people. And now in this class, we are going to cover few questions, whichever the time permits. Okay, for today's, what are the time permitted for today? And within that, we'll do the maximum number of questions. And remaining questions you are going to do. That's it. Okay. What are balance questions are there now? The balance questions you just try to complete. Okay. Now, so but Tableau will not be completed today, right? If Tableau is not completed today, also not a problem, right? Don't need to worry about that. If Tableau was also not completed, so what are the was completed within that? Sorry. So these are the various questions by different students. Okay. Now let's get into one by one. Let me save this one and we'll discuss one by one. Now, starting with the mostly offline students, you also have taken multiple questions or something. So your questions and these questions, let us try to cover the all the questions, each and everything one by one. Now, starting with the univariate, I will always start with the univariate. That is, transaction means which region has more number of transactions. Why we have to check the transactions? Demand. Which region is having the more demand? Transactions are more or units are more in that area means demand is more. Or okay, wherever the transactions are more, there the demand is more and supply also more. Now, just I'm going to check with respect to region, what are the different types of regions are there and their count. Directly I'm taking the count. So count is going to give me the count plot. This is count plot. Instead of count plot, if I take the number of units, it is a bar plot. Bar plot means it's a combination of one discrete, one continuous. But count plot is a one discrete variable only. You are going to have one discrete variable only. So here I'm going to take the count plot. For applying the count plot, for whichever the column you have selected, it will apply the count. See means it will apply the group by function with respect to a single column and count. Now I want the data labels. What data labels I want? Count you want as a data label or region you want as a data label? Count. So that which area is having. Okay. And I want to give the coloring. So for doing the coloring, what I'm adding here, what are the regions are there? Regions I'm going to bring into the different colors like this. And if you want to keep in the ascending order or descending order, I'm going to keep in the ascending order. Now, which region is having the more number of transactions? Means 24 transactions are done from the central region. So in the central region, the sales are very high. In the west region, the sales are comparatively less for this type of products. Okay. So next, this is the question number 1. So based on the number of transactions. Now next, I'm going to observe. Next one is region was completed. Now I'm going to take the representative. Which representative has done the more number of transactions? Again, I'm going to take in terms of representative wise. Now, and I'm going to keep the count as the data label and the representative in the color. Now, which representative has done more number of transactions? Miss Richard. Richard has done almost 8 different transactions, and Alex, Bill, these people has done 5 transactions. So more number of transactions are done by the Richard. Richard has done more transactions. Says whether turnover high he has done or less he has done, we don't know. But transaction wise, Richard has done the more number of transactions. Let's cross check even in the Excel. So here I'm going to select only the Richard. Instead of selecting all of them, let's select only the Richard here and click on the OK. Now total number of records. What is the total number of records for this one, miss? Here, what is the count I'm going to get? 8. Sir, here when I'm selecting this entire data, it is showing 48. Why? Because it is counting the total number of cells. So 8 into 6, 8 6 are 48. Because rows into columns it is calculating and it is showing the overall. No, I don't want overall. Just I want to calculate only these cells. Total number of cells. What? How many cells I have selected? 8. So Richard is having the 8 transactions overall. In the Excel also we are getting the same answer. In the Tableau also. And basically Richard belongs to East region. And what is the items he is going to sell? Means pen, pencil and binder. These items only he is selling. Pen set, pencil and pen with binder. 4 different items he is selling. And he's have done overall 8 different transactions. So which representative has done the more number of transactions? We are going to get the output from this, right? Next. Okay, next plot. Sir, now we are creating these many plots, right? After creating all these plots, we are going to bring into the dashboard. So in the dashboard, you can bring the what are the plots you have created. For example, this is the plot. This plot we are going to keep here. In the dashboard, we are going to keep the plot here. And one more plot we are going to add here. That is, okay. So all these things. Okay, just we are going to add something like this in the sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. Finally, I'll show you how to create the dashboard in a neat way and how it has to be formatted and how it has to be moved left and right, or if you want to increase the plain size, and how to select the dashboard size of the dashboard, layout, everything. We are going to discuss one by one. Okay, but at the last, you are going to get the dashboard. Dashboard will be in the last. So first we are going to observe the questions, and after observing the questions, here we can even modify this one. If you're not interested this one, so we are going to modify this. How we are going to modify means just right click on that, and we are going to click on the hide field labels for the column, means this one not required. So we are going to remove that. That is not required. And this one also not required means you can even remove this one also, hide the card. Okay, that will not be selected because here automatically same thing. Okay, here in the card also blue color central, here already names are there, right? When already the names are here, no need of that one. And the remaining things you want to select means just you have to right click and click on the trend lines. Here, what are the trend lines are there? Drop lines and annotate. Okay, format, view data. View data means what are the data was selected for this. So it is showing the data like this, how the data will be selected. That is summary data. That is value counts. You are going to get the value counts here because it is a count plot, right? Count plot will show you the table like this. Now, just you don't want this one. Okay, right click on this, and here you are going to click on the format, and you are going to do the formatting. So what are the formattings you can do means here you have to select the formats. In the Power BI, we'll have the visual. After the visual, right side will have the formats. In the formats, rows, x-axis, y-axis, data labels, like this we'll have, right? Same logic will be applied here, but the format is comparatively different. So we have to select here. These are the things which we have to select. For example, these lines are not required. The grid lines are not required. Okay, grid lines, just we are going to keep as none. So that grid lines, that is horizontal lines, will not be visible. And here I don't want even the rows. What are the rows? And this one is there. Na? If you don't want to select the rows, okay, you are going to remove the rows, row names, headers, all these things. Okay, one by one. We'll discuss each of them one by one. This is tomorrow's class. Whatever the formatting is there. Formatting, if you understand for one of the plot, remaining plots also will be dead easy because similar kind of formatting will be there. Okay, as of now, I have told you the formatting only from the label and color point of view. So remaining formats we are going to discuss in the tomorrow's class. Tomorrow's class is only formatting. How to do the formatting of the different plots. Next, so here the value counts, and we have observed the which representative has made with respect to more number of transactions. Next, let's go with the one more. Now, next question is, okay, representative is completed. Sir, now you have applied filter, right? I don't want to see the filter. I want to get the entire data means in the Excel, just click on this one, clear. Clear means every filter will be cleared. In that entire Excel sheet, what are the filters you have applied? Every filter will be removed. Okay. So region wise, which region is having the more demand? Central region is having the more demand, more number of transactions. Which one is having the less number of transactions? West. Next, in the representative, who has done the more number of transactions? Richard. Who has done the less number of transactions? In the less number of transactions, Nick and Thomas. So obviously Nick and Thomas, when compared to Richard, he has done 8 different transactions, and these people has done only 2 transactions. Means obviously the person, the manager is going to give the warning that you have done very less number of transactions. Others are able to do some. Richard has done almost 8 transactions, and remaining people are doing at least 4 to 5 transactions. But you guys have done only 2 transactions. So they are going to give a warning, or they may remove them, something. So who has done the less number of transactions? Okay, transaction wise we are observing. Next, after observing the transactions, next question is from the items. So which item is having the more number of transactions? One more time, it is again count plot only. Na? Count plot every time it will be in the bar plot only. Count plot cannot be in another one. So count plot is always bar plot only. So again, I'm going to select here item and their counts. And which one is having the more demand or which one is having the less demand? Means desk is having the less demand, and count. What are the count is there? I'm bringing into the label. So desk is having the 3 transactions, whereas binder is having the 15 transactions. 15 transactions are done in the binder. And just as we know, item we are going to bring into the different colors. Okay, if you want to change the color also, you know how to change the color. And we are going to discuss in the formatting how we can do the formatting, why all these numbers are also not required, right? Because numbers are visible here only directly. Item also not required because obviously it belongs to the items only. So this is your X label, these are X ticks. This is the Y label and these are the Y ticks. These bottom whatever you are seeing now, these are called as X ticks. 1, 2, 3. I mean desk, pen, pen set, pencil, binder. These 5 of them are called as what? X ticks. What is this is called as X label. Similarly, these are called as Y ticks. What are the you are having Y ticks and this is the Y label. Okay, if you want to change the Y ticks or Y label or anything, you are going to change the accordingly. Okay, next, this is count plot. So we are going to apply the count plot and we are going to observe the different things. Okay, first univariate was completed. Next, now coming to the bivariate. Now what is bivariate? Univariate is clear, everyone? For individual order date, I can't apply anything. I can't apply on the individual order date. Order date versus sales on I can create. Now here this is units and unit price. Now here what I have to create for doing the bivariate analysis means first which region is having the more amount of transactions I have already observed, which is univariate. Now here you have observed the central, but within the central region, which representative has done more number of transactions? In the central region also multiple representatives will be there. For example, let's take here region. I'm going to set the region as central. In the central region, who are the representatives are there? Miss Alex, Bill, Matthew, Morgan, and Smith. All these people comes under central region. Now, the people who are in the central region, total 6 different people are working in the central region. Who has done the more number of transactions within the central? Within the central, I want to observe. Now, for observing that one, okay, here 2 options are there. One is here already representatives are there, right? What are the representatives are there? Now, obviously, here we are going to add the region also here. Now, when you add the region, can you see? Richard belongs to which region? East. Bill belongs to central. And Alex also belongs to central. And Matthew belongs to central. All these people are belongs to central and west and east something. Now you want the within the representatives region or in the region representatives. Means here it is showing in terms of representative wise order and according to the representative it is showing this one. But I want the region wise in that region representative. Point is clear, difference is clear. So for that what I'm going to do means I'm going to keep the region like this. In the region I want to bring the representatives. What are the representatives are there? Different representatives, just I'm adding them in the colors. Means see here just I'm adding the representative in the color, that is nothing but legend. You are adding the legend. Now tell me guys, what is this plot is called as? Stacked column chart. Point is clear. It is called as stacked. So for getting the stacked, what we have to do generally in the Power BI, what we have to do? We have to select a discrete variable into the legend. Selecting a discrete variable into the legend, here we are going to select that discrete variable into the color. So one person will be given with one colors. So now if you observe here, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 5, you are having something like this. But if I keep my cursor here, I can see the representative name is called as Alex. Overall 24, a height of 24 is there and overall 24 is there. Okay, fine. But I want to see my representative also as a label. Bring the representative in the label. Now you can see the representative also in the label. Is the point is clear? Sir, but this one is somewhat very close to each other now. Just we can do some increase. I mean, can we do something like this, miss? So we are going to modify. Okay, you can increase the. This is sheet name. If you want, you can add the sheet name or something. Okay, this is zooming. If you want to increase the zoom, you can increase the zoom, or if you want to decrease, you can decrease the zoom. And if you don't want this tool means, just you are going to right click on that and hide view toolbar. That is not required. Okay, if you want, you can add. If you don't want, you can delete. Right? Yes. If you want to convert this one as a clustered means side by side. Then what you have to do means, instead of bringing this one into the color, what are the representatives are there? Instead of bringing them into the color, just we are going to bring the representatives into the side by like this. Okay, now within the each region, within the central region, who has done the top, who has done in the bottom, and I'm going to keep in the ascending order. In each region, representatives, I'm going to keep like this. Number of transactions by each representative. Is the point is clear, guys? Stacked you want means you have to take into the color. You want the clustered means side. Is that clear? Just like this we are going to bring. So here in the within the center region, Morgan, Smith, Matthew, Alex, Bill. Like this we are having the different persons. Okay, what are the different persons we are having? Right? Similarly in the eastern region, Nick and Richard, and within the western region, Thomas and James. So now within the first you are going to take the region. In the region again it has to be subdivided. Region has to be subdivided into multiple parts. Subdivision you want as a stacked or unstacked. Subdivisions you want as a stacked means representative into the color. You want as a clustered means representative into the columns. It will be subdivided like this. Is the point is clear? This one, everyone? And if you want to see bottom to top, you can see bottom to top or top to bottom. That is either ascending order or descending order. Everyone is clear up to here? Whatever we have discussed. Now, next question. I'm going to add. So I added region with representative completed. Now region with pen set. In the similar way, I want to do these two. With number of transactions. Number of transactions is different. Total sales is different. Next one, I'm going to do the same work with the sales. As of now, I'm doing with the, sir, how you can select a two discrete variables without a continuous variable means, here we can select the two discrete variables without continuous. How we are going to select means that continuous variable will be the count. On the y-axis, you are seeing the count. Count is there, basically. Here it is not the sales. It is not the turnover or it is not the sales or profit or anything. Two discrete variables with one continuous variable will have the basically stacked bar plot, stacked or unstacked bar plot. But here without any continuous variable, we have not even considered any continuous, only two discrete variables we are considering. With two discrete also we can create the stacked bar plot or unstacked bar plot, but we'll get the number of record wise. We cannot get the one more continuous variable. So we are going to get the record wise. So number of records. How many number of records are there? Now I have combined the, what are the things I have combined? Region and representative combined. Now I'm going to combine the region with items. So now I'm going to observe the each region with items. Now how to observe each region with items? Again, I'm going to create the sheet only. Okay, what are the sheet is there? Still I want the sheets only. Multiple sheets I want. Now I'm going to take one more sheet. In this sheet, I'm going to add what? With respect to region. Along with the region, what is the second one? So each region, I'm having the count. Okay. So in the central region, 24. But which item? Now you want the item as a stacked or item as unstacked? I'm going to see the item as a stacked. So which item is having the more demand? Which item is having the less demand? In the each region. Or if you want to bring the, instead of this one, if you want to bring as a unclustered, I mean side by side, you are going to bring like this. And you are going to keep in the ascending order. Now you can see in the central region, more number of items getting sold is pencil within the central region, and within the eastern region binder, and within the western region pencil and binder. So in the central region, it is having the more demand with the pencils and less demands are there in the pen. Now here central region is having very less demand in the pen, but in the eastern region pen is having the comparatively good demand. So now what these people are going to do means, so instead of selling the pen in this region, they'll start doing the sales in the eastern region. The pen sales will be more. So they are going to target here more. And whatever the pencils are there, not pencils they are going to target here, because pencils are not having the good demand in the eastern region, and at the same time pen is not having the good demand in the this one. So just they are going to interchange. Is the point is clear? So wherever the demand is more, they are going to do the supply more. Okay, when the representatives are able to sell that particular product easily, they are going to give the supply more on that, and they'll make the profit on that. It is not finally at the end what they want, profits. Okay, so whether they sell this product or that product or that product or any other product also, finally they want with the sales. Overall sales should be high. If overall sales is high, automatically, for example, let's assume like this. In the Bajaj Electronics, you want to purchase a TV. You went to purchase a TV and there is Samsung TV or LG TV or something. Now, for example, in the market, some people want 32 inches TV at the rate of 5,000 only, but it is a China product. TV cost is only 5,000, 32 inches. 5,000 only, but it is a China product. But in the market, multiple people are purchasing. Like in the students, in the each room, hostel is there. In the hostel, instead of having the overall building as one TV, they want to keep in the every room one TV. Every room one TV. Sir, if they keep every room one TV, automatically hostel budget will increase. Means automatically they will also charge from the students extra 500 from each person, right? They'll say that in each room TV is there for us in our hostel. They'll say like this. And they'll charge extra 500 rupees for that. Okay. They'll also increase their monthly fees. Now they want to go with the less cost TVs into the room. They want to keep one TV in the room and which is less cost. Now, but demand is there more. China product is not good, everyone will say. At the same time, 5,000 TV means that will not have that much of quality, no sir. Everyone knows. But still demand is there. Then what we are going to do? What they are going to do? When demand is there, what they are going to do? Obviously, they are going to sell that one. Point is clear. So just we are going to observe the data, and according to the demand, we are going to do the supply. According to the demand, if you do the supply, for example, if I go to the nearby hostel, as near to my home, multiple hostels will be there. So if I select any one of the hostel and if I say that just I want to sell this product for you at low cost, okay, 5,000 only, we are going to give the 32 inches TV or something. If I say, automatically I'll get a bulk order. If I say that this is a plasma TV, this will attract for you, but the cost of this plasma TV is 1 lakh rupees. If I say like that, we don't require as of now, they'll say. Simple. Okay. So just we are going to observe the demand and supply. Is the point is clear? Everyone understood? So here, what are the pens are there? Instead of focusing on the pens in this area, how to improve the sales is one type of thinking is, and second one is here instead of pen, there is no much demand for the pens here. So, but demand is there in the eastern region. So they are going to give, sir, but transactions will not make sense for us, sir. We have to observe units. You are seeing the transaction. Maybe the transaction may consist of only one unit. 10 transactions or 3 are there. Okay, transaction is 3. But in one transaction, only one unit they have sold. What is the use? So whether a transaction will make any sense for this one? Transactions are making sense means then transactions, number of units will make the more sense. So I'll add the units and I'll observe the units. Okay. Now, which one is having the more units demand? Units I'm going to observe now. Okay. Now, sir, units are also having same number 219, but this much big number is there, but data label is wrong means why data label is wrong means because in the label you ask to represent the count. Remove this one and bring the units into the label. Now units you can see. Okay. Instead of units, if you bring the count into the label, count you will see. Count means number of records you will see. You want to see the number of records or you want to see the number of units? Sir, I want to see both of them. Then bring both of them. Units also you are in the label. Now you can see total number of transactions are 9. In that transactions, total number of units they have sold is 498. Now pen, one transaction units are 27 units. Here the pen, 3 transactions with 175 units. So when compared to this 27 units, 175 units are having the more demand. Here also one transaction only is done, but 76 units are there. But here comparatively less number of units means they are unable to sell the pen. Means pen is not having the demand in that area. In that area, pencils are having the more demand, but pen is not having the more demand for of these companies. This company pen. Okay, not overall generalize. This company pen is not having the much demand. Now, what we are going to do in this case, after observing all these things, what you are going to conclude from this? Transactions you have seen, units you have seen, right? Now, if you want to add the representative also, which representative has sold, you can see representative wise also. So representatives are able to sell the pencils very high, but here only one representative has sold. Who is that representative? Miss Bill. This color indicates to the bill. So if you want to see that one also here, representative I am going to bring into the label. So can you see who is the person has sold? Bill. Only Bill is able to sell. Only one person is able to sell. Remaining people, 5 people are there, but 5 people has not sold the even one pen also. So from this, what we are going to conclude? Pen is not having that much of demand in the central region. So since it is not having that much of demand in the central region, what we are going to do is it will be shifted to the another side. Is the point is clear? That product will not be used here. Clear guys, everyone? Understood or not? This what are the analysis we have done? Right? Others, everyone please confirm. Online students. Other than Sapna, remaining students also please confirm guys. Okay, you have to observe transaction wise, unit wise, sales wise, and finally you have to take the decision. You can't take everything in a single one. Sir, I think if I want that many, it is better to represent in a table. Then go with the table. Than plot, go with the table. You want to represent multiple things in a matrix or some kind of matrix or something, go with a table or matrix. Then you can represent. Is the point is clear, everyone? Next, now I'm going to take one more sheet. I want the not dashboard. This is dashboard and this is sheet, guys. I don't want this dashboard, so I'm removing the dashboards as of now. I don't require any kind of dashboards. So we'll delete the dashboards as of now. Let's focus on the sheets only. Later, after at the end, last we'll add the dashboard. Right? Now, a combination of region with representative completed, region with item completed, representative with item completed. Every combination was completed. Now, region with the units. Okay, now just I want to bring the each region and their units. Earlier you have seen the region with the what you have observed. Earlier we have taken the region with count, and which region is having the more number means it is central region. This we have observed with transaction wise. Now what we are going to observe? What is the next one we are going to observe? Instead of transactions, we are going to observe units wise. Which units are very high? and units also I'm representing in the this one. So units which is having the high number of units means again central region only is having the more number of units. Now I'm going to observe the sales wise. Okay, units are completed. Now let us go with the sales wise. Now I want to create a new column. How to create a new column is which is nothing but unit into unit price. So for that, right click on this, create a calculated field. What is meant by field means column. This is creating a column. This is a measure. You want a measure means this one. You want a column means this one. Now I want measure a column. I want the column. So for column, I'm going to create a new calculated field which is called as total sales. Okay, total sales or overall sales. And here I'm going to write the unit. What are the units into unit price? Units into unit price and click on the apply. So automatically it will create a new column called as total sales. Is the point is clear? Now, which region is having the more amount of sales? Which region is having miss? One more time, it is central region and more number of transactions are also with the central region. Okay, so total 24 transactions are there. In that 24 transactions, number of units are. So just I want to keep the transactions in the top. First I will bring the transactions followed by units followed by sales. This is the order. For example, you want to bring the sales here. Just you can move. Which are the order you are interested, you can bring into the top, you can bring into the bottom, which are the order. According to the order you are going to get. Now, here total number of transactions are 24 in the eastern region. Number of units are 11,199 and sorry, this is units sold. 1199 is units sold and this is the overall price. Let me cross check. Okay, how to cross check here? I'm creating a new column in the Excel also. How to create in the Excel a new column? Total sales is equal to units into unit price. Just I'm going to select this one and I'm going to get the entire data. Now here I'm going to just apply the filter which is called as central region. For central region, this is overall for central region. In the central region, just I'm going to check the first, I'm going to check total number of units. How to check the total number of units? Sum. How to get the sum? From here to here. What is the sum? Total number of records are 24. And what is the sum? 1199. For central region, I want to see the total sales. What is the total sales? Here I am having 11,139. And total number of records are 24 and total number of sales is 11,139. It is satisfying. In the Excel also we got the same answer. In the Tableau also we are getting the same answer. Now just let's cross check with the instead of X in the central, let us go with the east. In the east, first I'm going to see the number of transactions with total number of units. What is the total number of transactions means 13. What is the number of units means 691. 13 transactions with 691. Is that clear? And next I'm going to see the this unit. Okay. Now, when I combine this one, total 13 transactions, what is the total number of sales? Total sales is 6002. So I'm going to get here 6002. Okay. Number of units, number of transactions and everything. Is that clear guys? Everyone? Now, if you want to increase the size of the bar, that is width. If you want to increase the width like this, you can increase the width. If you want to decrease the width, means you can decrease the width. This is size is nothing but width of the bar. Okay, as you increase the width of the bar, it can increase more, right? Next, here what is meant by tooltip? Tooltip means when you keep here in the tool, that is tooltip. Whatever the you are keeping a cursor here, inside the cursor you are going to get one box, right? In that box, what are the things which is getting represented? That is called as tooltip. Okay. Now I'm going to represent the tools within the tooltip. So in the tooltip, what I'm going to get? Units. What are the units are there? I'm going to get in the units, and here in the label I'm going to remove. In the label, if I remove, directly I can get in the tooltip. So if you want to add in the tooltip or wherever you want to add, you can add as per your choice. Right? Is the points are clear? Tooltip means tooltip and size. Both of them are also clear along with the color and label. Now, what would be the next question? Okay. Now here I'm having the data like this. Done. Now here I'm having the data. Next, region with units I have checked. Region with the sales I have checked. Bivariate analysis completed with the region. Now representative with units, representative with the sales. Let's focus on the representative. Region wise, how we have checked everything. Now let us focus on the representative wise. Earlier already I have taken one of the column, this one. Now each representative I will represent in one color. Okay. Now this is not required. This one. So here I'm having this. Now this is number of transactions. It is showing the number of transactions. At the same time, I want to see the by each person total number of units. At the same time, I want to see their total uh, what are the sales. Now can you see here? Okay, this is the data. Now in this data, now number of transactions. You want to keep the here number of transactions or you want to keep with the sales? Which one? Means you want to keep the sales. Then I'm going to bring here sales. And I'm going to keep in the ascending order or descending order. Now, who has done the highest number of sales? Means highest number of sales was done by the Matthew. Total sale was highest by Matthew. And he has done overall number of units he has sold is 193, and he has done 4 transactions. In 4 transactions, he has got 3109. But whereas when compared to Matthew, Alex has done the more units sold. Okay. When compared to Matthew, Matthew has told only 193 units, but Alex has told how many units? 281 units. So what are the 281 units he has sold with 5 transactions, but he has given comparatively less value, means discounted price is more. Now, here when compared to Matthew, even Bill has done the more number of units sold. Here he has sold only 193 units. He has sold 213 units, but Matthew has sold at the higher cost. Sir, though the number of units are less also, how you got this 3100 miss? He has sold at high cost. Each product he has sold at high cost. And in this way, you are going to get the output. And here if you observe, Richard has sold the more number of units, 396 units with 8 transactions. But when compared to Richard, he has done only 3 transactions also. He has sold with the 3102. Now, are you going to focus on the number of transactions with the Richard, or are you going to focus on the Susan who has done with the less transaction but more sales? Whom you are going to give the top priority? Which person you are going to give the top priority, guys, out of these two? Out of these two, which one is going to be the top priority for you? Obviously Susan, right? Because he has done the more amount of sales. He has done the at high cost. He has sold the products at high cost comparatively. So whoever has done the more amount of more sales, that persons are comparatively better when compared to others, right? Actually, I think some students has created the questions which representative has done the more sales. Which representative has done the more sales means obviously you are going to take the representative and sales. You are going to get output like this. Which representative has done the more sales means, and I'm going to keep the sales here in the label. Who has done the more sales means obviously it is Matthew followed by Susan, Alex, Richard like this. Which representative has sold the more number of units? You may bring the units. You are going to bring the units and you are going to keep like this. Which representative has done the more number of units means it is Richard. Richard has done the more number of units. But who has done the more number of turnover? Matthew. Matthew has done the unit wise less, but turnover wise high. Is the point is clear? Susan also, Susan and Matthew, both of them has done the unit wise less, but in terms of sale wise high. I think you have written the multiple questions like this. Which representative has done the more number of units sold? Which representative has done the more sales? Which representative has done with respect to more amount of products? Something. So you have taken individual questions. Here I have combined all the questions in single one. Okay, how I have combined means by considering like this. The number of transactions along with the units along with the sales. Everything I am showing in a single. Okay, but if you want to compare, here the comparison was done with the sales comparison was done. But if you want to done the comparison not with the sales, you want to see with the units means, now this will not be a right comparison because here 396 and 170, it is not looking correct. Then individually only you have to show. For your manager, which one we show, he will be impressed. According to that, you have to sell it. Is that clear? Now, sir, everything you are selecting only in terms of by showing like this. Bar plots only, sir. Can you show other plots something miss? So here you can modify. Here what are the plots are there? Just you can click on this pie. It will be modified into pie chart. Or if you are selecting here bubble chart. Okay, here you can, if you can see the bubble chart. So in the bubble chart, first I'm going to take the region and the number of units. That is nothing but 24. Okay, this is the bubble chart. Now in the bubble chart, I'm going to take each color. Okay, region, one region in one color. And also we are going to have units. What are the units are there? Units. Units means units. You can represent 1 minute. Units means units we can represent, or transactions means transactions we can represent. This one and along with the this one. Now this is looking good for you, or okay, bar, this is looking for good for you. I mean, not this bar. Just a minute, guys. Let me take separately, unnecessarily. Now, just give me 1 minute. First, I'm going to take the region and followed by number of transactions. And each region I'm representing in one color, and number of transactions I'm representing in the label. This is the one. Now the same thing, what are this sheet is there? Same thing I'm going to do here. Okay, one more time. Region and count. I'm going to consider their count. And what are the count is there? I'm representing in the this sorry, not count in the color, region in the color. and you can choose here bubble chart. Okay, now you are having this one, you are having this one. Which one is looking good for you? Bubble chart or this one? Which one you feel comfortable? You can choose that as per your choice. Or if you want to go with the pie chart, you can even select the pie chart. So in the pie chart, you are going to have the pie chart and you are going to represent the label. What are the values there? You are going to add the label and you are also adding the region. So each region, this one. So you can show in the pie, you can show in the count like this, different. Is the points are clear? It's not only in terms of bar plot, you can choose the multiple plots, different types of plots, right? We are having the various kinds of plots. Next, here you can even have not only this, I can go with the one more plot. This is called as like heat map. Okay, where just we are going to show the count in the label like this. Okay, now what are the label is there? Just I'm going to do the alignment. I'm bringing into the center, exactly into the center position. Okay, same center region, 24 transactions, this one, that one. And if you want to add the units and if you want to add the sales also, is the point is clear? So just here you can add the in terms of like this. So this is one type of plot. Okay. And next you can add the bubble chart. You can add this one or you can add the bar chart like this. Which are the chart you are interested, you can choose the different types of charts. Now, just here I request all the, I am going to share you the questions. What are the questions are typed by the online students? Just I'm adding these questions to you and I'm going to share this Tableau file also. What are the Tableau file is there? This Tableau file, just I'm going to save this one. And what are the Tableau file is there? Just I'm going to share you this Tableau file. Along with that, I'm going to share you this data set in your Google Drive. I'm adding the questions. Just here, I'm going to create one new folder called as Tableau. In the Tableau, I'm just adding what are the file I'm having. Just a minute, guys. Let me rename this one. P1 means here example one. Okay, case study one. Okay, just it is a office supply. Okay, file name is called as office supply. Okay, it is already in open stage. So let me close. Okay, done. Just I'm sharing you this data set. Please practice on this data set, whatever we have discussed till now. Okay, because it is a tools now. Too many things. Just I click, and if I go miss again, it will be lead to the confusion unless you practice that one. Okay, so just I'm stopping here and I'm sharing this one, and also I'm adding the questions. What are the questions just now the students has given to me in the chat box, online students? Just I'm sharing this one also for you. So the same thing, this questions. Just you can see these questions and you can start doing the practice. Okay, in the Tableau, I'm adding. In the Tableau folder, you can find questions you can find along with the data set also you can find in the Tableau folder. Please cross check once, everyone, and confirm me. Done. We will continue in the tomorrow's class from here.